What is happening, y'all? Welcome back to part 3 of the walkthrough. So, continuing along, we are going to head up this ladder to start. Got a mini boss this episode we're going to be taking out, and if we're making good time, we'll also get to the blacksmith this episode, which means stronger weapons. First things first, run straight ahead, roll through the goodies, pull up your lamp. There you go. Now you got the condemned set. Pop that. We want to cross this beam right here. We're going to enter into Umbral. Pick up the Umbral vertebrae. Past these boxes. That's going to get us access to the Empyrean grenade. If you want to equip that now, go ahead and throw it on. Obviously we can't use that while we have our catalyst on, but that's going to help us out a little bit later for a side quest. So this is Damaros. Make sure to exhaust her dialogue.
You know, not now. I know that don't. There's, but you won't. There's, but you won't find it.
All right. After we've exhausted her dialogue, we can walk out onto here, grab this, pick it up, and we're gonna drop and rest, and that's gonna warp us out of Umbral. Now we're just going to run part of that loop again. So we are about to come up on Scourge Sister Daleth. She has flail attacks and she's fairly aggressive. She does have a Umbral Parasite that protects her. You can either run up and pop it or you can kite her away from it. We're going to try and do the pop strategy and hope it works out. Besides that, she occasionally does a little self-flagellation. Probably mispronouncing that, I don't care. But she'll hit herself and then get a buff and then get more aggressive with her flail. She can also summon up some tornadoes that she'll try and attack you with. Actually, I might be able to do it from here. Let's see. It worked. Awesome. It should have worked. Go on in here. Take out you. Take out you. And do I have any holy salts? I do. Let's put on holy salts. The bloody aspergillum, that is a thing that we need for our NPC friend. No, it didn't get it. Oh, man. Well, I guess it doesn't spawn until she's in the fight. Okay, lady. Yeah, so if you're having problems with that, you can just bring her up here, which I actually prefer to have the fight up here anyway. I think you have more space to move. Ooh. So we are going to pop our holy salts, and we're actually going to soul flay and pull her soul out. And you can see how we did that to do a big burst of damage to her. So do the same thing, we'll soul flay it again. If we can get enough damage into her soul, when we hit. So the big thing with doing wither damage is you need to get that first hit when they come out of it for all that wither damage to count. But if you use it smart, you can basically do some like combo burst, which is kind of what we did there. But with her down, go ahead and do that again. Have a saintly quintessence waiting for us. Gonna proceed ahead. We want to go in Umbral, and we're going to grab a couple things. We'll boot you off. We get this. Bleed salts. And then run and jump. Eat how tight some of these jumps are. Over here to get the lacerating knife. We're going to go up. You also don't need to really aim the lantern when you're vacuuming up. It just vacuums up. So this is probably a good spot for you to use one. Doesn't matter if you use it there or here. It's really whichever spot you want to put it in. But I do think it's worth utilizing a flower bed to create one at this particular spot, because this next zone can get a little tricky with some of the enemies we're going to be facing. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade and get our vitality almost up to 20. Right here, this is a Pilgrim's Perch key door. Just remember this location. It's really easy to get back to this, but I really don't think it's worth buying that key at this point to gain access to that loot. There's like a pretty good amulet we can get in an upcoming door, but it's just one of those things where it's, you know, we might as well just progress and get it for free. Anyway, we want to enter Umbral here, and we are going to run and jump again. Go up here and grab the minor wither salts, and then jump again. And run and jump again. And we'll gain access to the hallowed bow as well as the pulsing arrows. And we're gonna have to go back into Umbral in a little bit, but I still think it's worth just running back, resting real fast, just so that way you do have that extra life, you have that insurance if you need it. So we're going to also put on the throwing. And one thing that's interesting is look at our encumbrance. When we have this on, it effectively unequips the other stuff, even though we are still carrying it. What do I want here? I don't really need that. Let's put it on. See, the problem with this is it slowly drains my mana, which I'm not really a fan of. There's a mage up ahead, but we want this guy. Soul Rip. Yeet. Grab this. Can I cancel it if I hit A again? Oh no, it has a set amount. Interesting. So that mage came down to say hi to us. That's interesting. He usually just stays up top. Anyway, we need to head on over this way, so let's check. Let's see. Get another save. We can get the basics, the snipe. There's a ladder. Soul Rip the cage head. Grab the upgrade mats, which I believe we snatched those just to confirm. Yes, we did. So we're going to go Umbral now. Well, we technically don't have... No, I think we do actually. Let's see. Yes. That's the problem with that spell, man. It just ticks. I don't like anything that perpetually drains your mana, you know? So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna kick this down. That way we can avoid Umbral in the future if we come this way. Drop down here and we'll grab a gesture. We have a friend up ahead. We might be able to get his aggro by hitting that guy. Let's see. Alright, so he might just run off if I give him a chance. If he doesn't, though, we're going to soul flame off. Damn, that man just ran on air. Did not expect that. Usually you can use those bridges, but it looks like he just barely had the frames needed to not fall to his death, which was very unfortunate because he one-shot me. But that's okay. Sometimes that's how it be. So this is the lantern I was talking about. I thought my multiplayer mode was... It's interesting. Multiplayer is off. I definitely saw a vengeance lantern there for a brief moment. Curious. Anyway, we'll head back up top. Alright, so we're gonna hit you. Hit you. There's a mage that we can kind of get as well, but first we're going to recover our vigor. That might be enough. Let's see. Yes, it was. Get in my belly, souls. Alright, so now we're going to hold out our lantern. Now this could be tricky, because if that guy hits us, we go into Umbral, so it might be worth just straight entering Umbral here. It's probably worth it. We're gonna go down here. Pick up the defaced ring. Damn, bro. These guys really wanted to see me. It's another one. Okay. I thought there was an ambush guy there. I guess not. So this one we can't immediately kill because he has a little umbral parasite friend, so we have to jump and then hold it like this while we have the cover protecting us. Climb up here. And we're going to climb up again. And there's a single mage that we're going to get rid of first. Now we're going to kill this one. Now this guy might charge us and fall. That would be the ideal scenario. Don't know if he fell to his death. Oh no, he's right there now. Okay. Well, unfortunately, they don't know how to climb ladders, so we're basically safe. But either way, we want to go into Umbral here. Ooh, be very careful. Those red pustules you see, those are basically mines. And if we were to swing and hit that enemy, we could detonate that mine and blow ourselves off, which is not what we want. But we'll get the Holy Blood Ring. Roll down. Make sure there's nothing that's gonna pop up and say hello over here. Stop it. Alright, scroll this. So we're gonna go Umbral across the bridge. Kick down the shortcut. We got the ring. Single mage, drop kill it, snipe the mage, cage man if he doesn't run off. Umbral, take the path behind you, popping pulse shells, get the blood ring. Proceed where cage guy was, take the Umbral bridge. Okay. So next we wanna go up top, kick down a ladder, and then we're gonna snipe the mage that's over on the left. So we can roll past, there's no concern. Oh, if we're missing health in the Umbral realm, just popping regular pustules, that'll give us back withered health. So if you're stuck in Umbral for some reason, it's a good way to stay alive. I don't think I've ever grabbed that little goodie there. Interesting. I didn't even notice that in the walkthrough prep. But we have to get it now. I really don't like this. Mainly because we had to jump to get that, and now our friend is going to be waiting for us. But keep in mind, we get iframe startup on ladders, so... Oh, looks like he's not waiting for us. I wonder where he went. Take this around, pull this back again. Make our way over to there very soon. Right, and we want to lower this first. Should be a mage over there, but I'm not seeing him. So if I'm not seeing him, we're safe to go. Want to get the Thorn Crimson Rector sword. Really nice sword with a little bit of bleed. This guy's going to charge us, so just be ready to dodge him. And then run right past and make your way to that visage. Vestige. Visage, vestige, vigor. It's all just kind of blending together. Alright, now afterwards, there is some loot out there we're going to get. So we're going to grab that. Let's run past him and run up top. But this is another one of those cases where it's like, the vestige is right there. I'd rather get the vestige in that way. Bro, my kick was definitely first there. Cheating ass. Pick up that. Where's the other guy at? Goodbye. Now, if you really want to have a early game farm for some reason, eating this guy off the cliff is probably going to be one of the better ones. It's not going to be a ton, but you do get, I think it's around like 500 or so per kill, so it's not a little amount. But, you know, I don't know. From my experience playing through this game so far, I don't really feel like farming is required. You end up coming into contact with a lot of vigor as you play.
Should you end up, I'll tend to it for whatever it's the hell it's.
I want to talk to him.
Remember, mind your youth on it. Mind your youth on it.
We're going to go ahead and level up. And do we have enough? Yes, we do. 20 vitality. Beautiful. Our next goal is going to be getting up to 20 in our stamina. And then after that, our base stats are set for quite some time. So this is a shortcut we'll get a little bit later. Up ahead, we are going to Ola Power. Gonna fight our way through a bunch of baddies. question is, what order do I want to do things in? Probably get the blacksmith. Well, we could get the blacksmith right now, technically. Or we could take the side path and get the loot, and then go. Just take a look, see how much we have. If we wait, we would go blacksmith into double boss feature. That probably makes more sense. So instead, we're going to take the side path here. We are going to pop Umbral here. Now, this next trick can be a little iffy, but if it works, it pays off really well. What we want to do is get her attention, and we're going to try to lure her over here. And the reason for that being mines. She like rears up like that. It's a kick move. When she does that AoE, you want to get out of it. Alright. It went incredibly clean. Go ahead and pop the belly. Give us access to another Umbral Eye. Pick up the Mana Stone Cluster. Some more goodies up ahead and around the corner here. We have with bleed salts maybe? And some stuff in the chest. Antique Hollowed. Bleed resistance. Okay. Almost had it. Minor fire salts. Then when we pop out, we'll kill the wither mages real fast. And we will exit. This we don't need to worry about. That's going to be basically a shortcut that's really high up there. Instead, what we are going to do is take care of our beautiful friendly mage here who insists on hitting us. Now there's some umbral stuff over there. There's a quest item right there. We're being sniped from across the map. That's fantastic. But what we want to do here is get this shortcut, because the only way to get up here initially is from where we're at right now. So you want to drop, push this ladder down, and the most important thing here, we're going to run and get the Hallowed Sentinel Scripture. Now that we've had that, we already have our shortcut. We can run this way. And they might try and snipe us from far away, as you're seeing, but we're going to be pretty quick about what we're doing here, so I don't think it's going to be a big concern. Wither her, yeet! She's gone. Pop this. And now we can make our way back. Now keep in mind, we already got like the important thing that was up there. We got the scripture. So if you want, you can kill those things, but you don't have to kill those things. Those enemies are just, you know, Joe Schmo and the Funky Bunch as of now. Get rid of him for some easy vigor. We'll pop this. Grab that, and y'all just keep coming, don't you? Right back in here. I really like that scissor smash. This shortcut is super late, so don't even worry about it. And here we are, back where we killed those enemies at the start. So we are going to rest up here. Upgrade, rest, start pumping our endurance up. Now, like I said, we don't need to kill that stuff that is, that's up top, but just to show how I would go about it for those that want to, we'll try and do that real fast before we wrap this episode up. The biggest thing is we got the shortcut, so now we don't need to enter Umbral to get over there, and that also means that we have that extra life available to us. We haven't really used up stats at all. Now the most dangerous thing up there is going to be the spiky heads. What I would suggest doing is taking out the mages first. And then going right here. You can really abuse some stuff. Oh, Pureblade Mace. Oh, goody goody. I'll need to check the stats on that in a second. Pureblade Mace is pretty good though. I remember I was actually considering that as like the weapon I'd want to use for this build, so to get one so early, oh, that's beautiful. And I believe that is everything. Was it really that easy? I've never, just full disclosure, I've never had a attempt of that was so smooth. Almost forgot though. Need this. But after we've activated that, we're pretty much clear to go back. So we've already killed the baddies. We can drop down. And then we're actually going to be going down to there in the next episode, and that's going to lead us to the blacksmith. It's going to get us some upgrades, and then additionally we're going to have a back-to-back boss feature. Hooray! Let's see. Is it alive or dead? I'm going to show how this works. So when you pop one, it's going to lead you to a target, which in this case is this guy. You can see he killed Sir God. So, if I want to, I can go and... Then we're going to avenge Sir God. You might be too far away. It's going to be an iffy one. We'll see. Oh, we got him. So you can see killing that guy, I got 3 plucked eyeballs, and those are the items that I would use to buy stuff at the shrine. Alright, let's rest. We are just... See, this is why I say you don't really need to farm up vigor, though. Like, just progressing through, man, we are pumping in levels. Like, oh, we're already at level 24? It's nuts. So to recap some stuff we've got real fast while we got a minute. Princess's Sting, deal additional damage with a smaller equip load. This probably isn't going to do too much for us, but we could always test this to see exactly what we're hitting for. Easiest way to do that. So I saw 100 there. Very fast. Well, actually, let me take off one weapon. No, because I'm going to have 2 weapons on, so it's pointless to take off one. Either way, let's take it off now, and 91 and 90. So with my current weight, I am getting a small damage increase with that. Alternatively, I could put on this, which is going to increase my maximum health. We can hop over to the characters. See, I have 565. If I were to take it off, I'm going to go down to 515. So roughly 50 health or an extra 10 damage. I'm going to end up loading up weight relatively soon. So we are going to just put the health on. I think that's more valuable in the time being. Besides that, some other stuff, mostly garbage. This is a decent agility fist weapon if you want to go for it. Broken sword is garbage. Hallowed praise is pretty much garbage. This, we'll see what the purpose of this even is. There's even nothing good behind that. This one has bleed on it, which could be useful. Bleed is especially good when dual wield. Status stuff in particular is very, very useful when you're dual wielding it. So that's something to consider there. Let's see what else have we got. Crimson Rector is decent. This is pretty much just the Crimson Rector, but with less damage and bleed. I liked using this in my own playthrough for a bit. Alright, so... Oh, you don't actually have Radiance. You're just pure strength. Well, either way, this is still really solid. If you want to go for, like, a one-hander mace and shield type playstyle, the Pure Blade Mace is a very solid choice. This thing does a lot of poise damage. You have some bleed on the flail. Unfortunately, scaling isn't all that good, and I already covered Faithful Bludgeon being super OP. Blood resistance on that, and then this one, I believe, is a 3 vitality, which I would swap to that over this, because, you know, 3 stat points are worth more than 2 stat points. But either way, we are going to wrap things up here for now. As I mentioned, in the next episode, we're going to be getting access to the blacksmith, and we'll also be getting access to boss weapons, and then we'll have a double boss back-to-back feature. So stay tuned, and I'll catch y'all soon when we continue.